Hey guys, what's Gucci fam? It's your boy Brian. Today we have 66 subscribers right now, guys. We've never reached we've never we've never been this high in the subscriber count ever. And I want to thank everybody for all the love and support. I had to move this because I got a notification on my phone. So, um, I want to tell you guys what's been going on with my life so far. What's going on in my world. I had to make a big decision. The BT Sports Podcast. Originally, it was an idea that was made by my friend Tom, and I went along with it. It was supposed to be me, Tom, and Eddie. Um, Before we even made our first episode, Eddie, I made a video about him and Rial about a month ago. So if you haven't seen that video, go watch it. It's a banger. Anyway, anyway, before we even made the first episode, we kicked out Eddie because Eddie was not very good. He wasn't driven at all towards the podcast at all, and we kicked him out. First episode comes along. We made about 3 episodes. I just released the 4th one earlier this morning. So if you haven't seen it or you haven't listened to it, you should go listen to it right now because I'm going to talk to you guys briefly about what happened in that episode because I feel that it's really important. I think it's going to change the way the show is going. I said, basically, before I get into what I said in the episode, I want to talk about what's going on behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, I was thinking about it, and I was getting very, very mad about our productivity, about what's going on with the show, and how many episodes we're putting out, and how much, and how many listeners we get every time, and how many the productivity that we put into the show. And I thought about it, and I think that the only way that I feel like we're going to be able to be successful is if we get rid of our weaknesses completely and just we need to be driven, very, very driven. So with that being said, I called Tom. I FaceTimed him yesterday. It was 4:45 in the afternoon. Keep that in mind. I FaceTime him. He's in bed, sleeping. He's like, "Oh, I just woke up. What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, when the hell are we gonna do the next podcast? Let us do the next episode." He's like, "I don't know. We can do it tomorrow." It was that moment that I realized I'm like, "Dude, this is not gonna work." I FaceTimed him this morning at 11 o'clock, and I told him, I'm like, "Dude, I think that it's best that I take over the podcast for myself because, honestly, he's not as driven as I am." Fuck, yeah, I'm just give him a goal. Motherfucker. Freaking James Neal, whatever. I'm gonna turn this down so I don't get distracted anymore. I'm gonna turn it off for a quick second. With that being said, Tom is no longer in the podcast. This podcast started out with 3 people. Now it's just me. It's just me. So now after that being said, I want to talk to you guys briefly about what I said in the episode. I made it like a new season just because it's a new beginning and it's a new start for us, or for me, pretty much. And since it's my podcast now, I can rename it to whatever I want to name it now. And I think I have an idea of what I want to name it. I want to name it the BK Today Show. It's got a nice ring to it. I like it. Tell me what you guys think of it down below. If you guys have any ideas for new names for the podcast, put them down in the comments down below. Um, I want to put out more episodes. I want to make an episode Tuesday. I want to make one Tuesday, Thursday, and either Friday or Saturday, one or the other. I think I'm leaning towards Saturday. But this episode is already out. The next one I will have two special guests on. I will be talking to Jared Perez and Nick Shame about everything going on in the sports world right now. And I am that episode we will be recording it at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and it will probably be up around 9 o'clock. Quote me on that. I don't know. I want to be able to put it on YouTube somehow. I want to figure that out. If you guys have any ideas of how I can get that on YouTube, so that way I can create content for you guys like consistently. Because if I can kill two birds with one stone, like I already did in the last video that I put out, then yeah, I want to try to do that. Because I think that it'd be cool for me to engage more with my fans and my subscribers and the listeners to the podcast. I would put all those things and put them in one section, like boom, like right there, one section. That'd be cool, because then I could just, instead of focusing on putting out two things for two different platforms, I can focus on doing again. I can put them on for one platform. It'd be cool. Like I can. That way, like if I could figure out a way how to do this, I would have more YouTube videos. Cool, like I'd have more YouTube videos, because sometimes like I'll post like every couple days, or I'll like wait a week or something. But I don't like doing that. I want to post consistently. And to be honest, I don't know if I want to keep doing the covers and shit, bro. I mean, they're not really doing very well for me. Plus, I know I have a shitty singing voice, so you don't gotta freaking keep telling me in the comments. And plus, I don't have a camera. I'm still using my phone. I mean, I would get a camera, but I don't know. I like when I hit 100 subs on YouTube, that's when I'll start thinking about getting a camera again. But until then, I'm gonna stick with my phone, because the quality of my phone, the quality of my phone is not even that bad. It's not like crazy bad at all. I like it. To be honest, the camera that I had before, like I used the camera, if you guys have been here since the start, the camera I had, it's okay. I'm not gonna it was okay. I'm not gonna say that it was the greatest thing in the world, but it definitely wasn't the worst. Could have did a lot better. If I opened the bank a little bit more, I probably could have got a better camera, but I didn't. I mean, it was Prime Day. The camera was $80, and I got it for $60, but it only lasted 3 weeks, so I mean, it is what it is. Can't really do anything about it now. I want to get involved more. I was in my intro to sports management class. I want to switch from one subject to. I want to switch from one topic to the other. I just want to bring up something that happened in school the other day. I was in my intro to sports management class in college, and my friend Justin, he was talking about the ticketing and sales class that he has for his major. He's a sports management major. He's a sports management major just like I am, and he was talking about the volleyball tournament at SUNY Oneonta. The volleyball tournament at SUNY Oneonta, October 18th. I don't know how much tickets are, but I know that we have to wear pink, and they want people to wear pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which I think is really cool. And he brought up the sports management club because, like everybody knows, I'm trying to get involved in it more. And he's like, oh, if you have any questions about the club, feel free to ask me or ask Brian, which was me. I was sitting over there. He's like, ask Brian over there. He's helped us out a lot, and he's really, really involved in it, and he could probably answer the questions too. I thought it was really, really cool how he brought my name up like that. Shout out to Justin Magna. Thank you very much for shouting me out. I thought that was really, really nice of you. Really, really brought up my mood based on what happened on Wednesday. I mean, I made a video on Thursday of me reacting to what happened on Wednesday last week. Last week. If you don't, if you didn't watch it, my sister's the thumbnail. So, yeah. Um. Yeah, I want to get involved. I have an idea for a field trip for the sports management club, because I don't know if it's changed or not, but we are technically not a recognized club on campus yet. I mean, we had a meeting I think last week before we had the women in sports thing where one of the guys from the sports management club was the moderator, I think it's called, for the panel, and they had a meeting with I don't know who they had a meeting with, but they had a meeting with somebody from the clubs or something, and they wanted to see if we can get like um um they wanted to see if we could be like an official like club at the school. I don't know how that went. They're probably gonna bring it up tomorrow, which is the next meeting, like October 9th. So I'll definitely tell you guys what happened after. Back to the podcast. I'm thinking about I might want to bring in a partner. I mean, like I had Tom before, but we didn't really like. I had people telling me like, "Oh, you guys don't really mesh together. You guys don't really cooperate well together and stuff like that, and you guys don't have a lot of chemistry." Which is, I mean, yeah, that's probably true, but I mean, because I really didn't haven't known Tom for that long. Tom and I have been friends for about 6 months, 7 months. I asked one of one of my other friends, and they both declined, and I've been friends with them for 5 years. So, if anyone's interested in being my partner, if I ever want to have a partner again, feel free to DM me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. I have everything. I'll leave it down in the description down below. I need a haircut, bro. My hair is long. I got shaved too. If you guys like this video, leave a thumbs up. Turn on the bell so you don't miss another upload. Subscribe to the channel. We're 4 subs from 70 subs, so that's pretty cool. And stay lit, fam. We on the rise. Here we go. Peace out, everybody. Bye.